Hello and welcome back, guys. So if you are on this video, I'm guessing you created a bunch of mini programs by yourself, so you clearly understand the concepts of variables, strings, booleans, am I missing something? Numbers, and you know, how to store values. But moving on, what I wanted to discuss over here is that, you can reassign variables. And the thing about reassigning variables is that it only remembers the latest value or the last value you assign to it. So for example, uh, okay, bye John. For example, if I were to say variable alpha, so variable alpha is equals to 5. It's done. So when I do, oh, whoa, I wrote apla. Okay, let's go with apla. So when I click on apla, it's 5. But now what if I were to do variable, you know what, I'm just going to pronounce it alpha. Alpha is equals to 6. Now when I do the variable, it becomes 6. So this is a thing in JavaScript that once you assign a variable, you can always reassign it, but the program will only remember the last value you assigned to it. Now the next JavaScript type is an easy one, so we'll just fly through this one. It's called Undefined, and it's really simple. For example, if I were to say, I don't know, variable, well, what am I typing? Variable Z, undefined. Basically, all this means is when I do Z again, undefined, because nothing is assigned to it. So in simple terms, undefined means that nothing has been assigned to it, because you see over here, variable alpha is equal to 6. It says undefined because over here we just defined it. But when you click on alpha, the variable, it doesn't say undefined anymore. It just shows 6 because that's what has been assigned to it. But undefined just simply means that nothing has been assigned to it. I'm not gonna stress too much over this. It's very simple. So this is going to be a very short video. I'm going to end it over here. Now for your exercise, what I'm going to suggest is, it's actually a very basic exercise that they used to, they taught me in this boot camp for coding. Try to make a calculator using the JavaScript, all the JavaScript that we have learned until now. Try to make a calculator. I'm going to give you a hint. The program we wrote before this, we said, remember we used like variable first name, and then we said prompt enter first name, and then we said variable password. So try to think how you will ask the console that it asks the user to enter the first number, then the second number, then maybe it performs addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, really doesn't matter, and then finally it gives the answer. And the answer should be in the form of numbers, not strings. If you don't remember, you can go over the videos one more time. As I told you, that sometimes when we enter values in prompt, it still comes out as a string instead of a number, even though we entered a number. For example, if I were to do, forget to do this, do prompt enter a number, done. And if I enter the number 5, say okay, you see over here, it's not a number, it's a string. And I told you the way to change this string into a number was, for example, if I did variable, I'm just repeating myself just as a refresher if some of you have forgotten. Well, key is equals to, see, it came over here. The console is really smart. It remembers prompt enter key value. then I enter 5. Then when you do key, well, when you do key, it comes as 5 as a string, but what you can do is number. This means turn this, whatever the value is inside key, turn it into a number. And then, ta-da, we did it. So yeah, that's your exercise. Try to make a calculator using all of this, and the answer should be in, number format. Now pause the video over here, or actually close it down altogether. Go back to the console and try to first make the calculator. Then if you succeed, or if you face a lot of challenge, then you can come back over here and play the video, because now I'm going to open the Sublime text over here and I have the code written on it to make a very simple calculator. So pause the video now. Okay, so if you're still here, so I'm guessing you have either completed the task or maybe you face some challenges. So let's take a look at the solution together. I wrote a simple code that shows how to make a calculator. So you can see that the first variable will ask us prompt to enter the first value. The variable called second will, trigger a prompt that will ask us the second value. Then I'm performing subtraction over here, so I have written variable subtraction. You can call it division, multiplication, addition. Actually, it doesn't matter anything. You can just, what matters is what the value is over here. You can call this whatever you want. You can call it variable pizza. It wouldn't really affect the code. And then after this will happen at the back end, like it will happen in the back. You won't see this. And then what you will see is alert. Well, actually, not the sum, the subtraction. We'll see the alert of the variable subtraction. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this, and we're going to paste it over here. I'm going to enter it. So enter first value, let's put 10, enter second value, put 5, alert, the answer is 5. Actually, we can improve on this code, so we can make it look a bit better. What we can do is we can go back to the Sublime text and we can add something like the, well, not this, the answer is a bit of space plus subtraction, and then let's just take all of this, Control C and Control V, paste, and let's do it again. So let's take 20 minus 10. The answer is 10. So as you can see, this is actually very simple code. Yeah, so this is a very simple code, but if you were able to do this all on your own without watching this clip, then congrats. That means you were really paying attention and you have a really decent understanding of everything that we have learned up until now. If you face some challenges, then it's okay. You can see this video, but I would really suggest, before moving on more deeper into the course, I would suggest that you take a pause over here, go back, play around with the console a little bit more, try to write some mini programs, by yourself. They can be calculators, they can be, I don't know, username, password like I did, or you can make some games out of it, something like that. It doesn't really matter, but the point is you should really understand the basic concepts over here about how the numbers work, how the booleans work, how the strings work, how to convert an answer that comes as a string to number, and how to use prompt, alert, and variables. A lot of more fun stuff is to come. I know this, well, actually, I pretty enjoyed this section, and we have a lot more lines of codes coming up, so let's get to it.